Good, happy Thursday evening. I'm Riley King. Welcome to this Thursday evening edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. We have a lot of news to get to this Thursday evening, so let's get started right now. First up, Peterborough man accused of assaulting, threatening to use weapon against police. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Whoa, sorry, you probably didn't catch all that. Well, as you can see, Fidium is fat.
Well, Steve, that man will remain behind bars tonight. He now faces several domestic violence charges, as well as a charge of second-degree assault. Now, Peterborough police took 35-year-old Daniel Legere into custody this morning at a residence on Hunt Street here in Peterborough. They were assisted by the Monadnock Special Response Team, as well as SWAT officers from Keene. According to police, Legere assaulted a woman last night and told her he intended to use a handgun against police if they were called. After meeting with the woman at a hotel room in Nashua, police determined there was probable cause to arrest Legere for multiple domestic violence charges. They did so again this morning at his residence without conflict and with the help of several other agencies. Legere is now facing multiple charges. Again, he'll remain behind bars tonight, and he's due in Hillsborough County Superior Court tomorrow morning. We're live in Peterborough tonight. Scott Cook, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Court documents detail moments during Tuftonboro standoff. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Whoa, sorry, you probably didn't catch all that. Well, as you can see, Fidium is fast. How fast? 2 gig download and upload fast. But we know speed isn't everything. That's why we also offer whole home Wi-Fi connectivity, an easy-to-use app, and so much more. Plus, Fidium eliminates data caps, gimmicks, and hidden fees. Finally, there's internet that's flexible, friendlier, faster for you. Yeah, you, and whatever you do.
A probable cause affidavit says Nicholas Anderson appeared in Ossipee District Court Tuesday morning for a hearing regarding a speed violation. The Carroll County Sheriff's deputy says Anderson was upset by the outcome of that hearing, left the courthouse, took his license plates off his vehicle, and drove away. That deputy followed Anderson in his marked cruiser. The two met on Canaan Road in Tuftonboro, where the affidavit says the deputy noticed Anderson was outside of his vehicle in a shooting stance with a silver handgun in his hands. The affidavit went on to say the deputy heard a loud bang and observed smoke and took cover behind his cruiser while he returned fire. A bullet was later discovered in the windshield of the deputy's cruiser. The 28-year-old Anderson then drove to his home on Canaan Road, where court documents say he barricaded himself while armed with his wife and 9-month-old child inside. Court documents detailing a 911 call from Anderson's wife, advising the dispatcher that her husband had shot at police and that she was hiding in a closet with her child, too afraid to come out. The standoff lasted several hours, coming to an end when Anderson surrendered to police. Anderson is facing several charges. Not guilty pleas were entered on his behalf during a hearing Wednesday afternoon. He is currently being held without bail. Now, Anderson will return to court at a later date for an evidentiary hearing to decide whether or not he should remain behind bars. Reporting live in Ossipee, I'm Tim Callery, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Judge orders DOJ to release redacted version of Mar-A-Lago search warrant affidavit by Friday. Let's take a listen to that video right now.
Whoa, sorry, you probably didn't catch all that. Well, as you can see, Fidium is fast. How fast? 2 gig download and upload fast. But we know speed isn't everything. That's why we also offer whole home Wi-Fi connectivity, an easy-to-use app, and so much more.
Breaking news, we've just learned a local federal judge is going to release a redacted version of the Mar-A-Lago search warrant affidavit tomorrow. This comes as the Department of Justice filed a sealed motion this afternoon proposing how much of the affidavit should be revealed and how much kept secret.
Investigative reporter Terry Parker joining us now with the latest on this legal fight to find out more about the FBI search into former President Trump's home. Terry?
Just before the noon deadline, I checked the federal court website and saw the sealed filing, and we now know that that was the DOJ putting in their submitted proposed redactions to the judge, and the judge has acted very quickly, now saying that he will release a redacted version tomorrow. That U.S. magistrate judge here in West Palm Beach looked at the government's proposal on how much of that search warrant affidavit to reveal. The affidavit lays out the reasons the FBI gave to be able to search Trump's Mar-a-Lago, and the same magistrate is the one who approved that search warrant. And from other documents, we know the DOJ says they were looking for classified documents that President Trump took from the White House to Mar-a-Lago. But the public wants to know if the unprecedented search was justified or a political move. The DOJ argued in federal court last week none of the affidavits should be released because it could compromise their investigation and endanger witnesses and sources. Media outlets and Trump himself say as much as possible should be released. The judge says that redacted version will be released by noon tomorrow. Terry Parker, WPBF 25 News.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. New Hampshire officials announced 3 new COVID-19 deaths over past week. New Hampshire officials reported 3 new deaths related to COVID-19 over the past week in their newest update. A total number of deaths has remained steady from Wednesday at 2,652. Officials say there were 1,357 new cases reported this week, bringing the total since the start of the pandemic to 3,770 cases. The state's weekly report says there are 1,718 active COVID-19 cases in the state, which is slightly down from last Thursday's 1,790 active cases. New Hampshire Hospital Association reported that there are 95 people hospitalized in the state who have tested positive for COVID-19 on Thursday, the same number as Wednesday. Of those 95 people, 27 are specifically being treated for the virus, up by 3 from Wednesday. California regulators to vote on rule that would ban sale of gas cars. Let's take a listen to that video from NBC News.
We have to tell everyone that we just switched to Verizon's new Welcome Unlimited plan for just $30.
I've already told you.
$30? That's awesome.
It's their best unlimited price ever.
For $30 a line, I'm switching now.
The network you want, the price you love, only from Verizon.
We're going to get started, though, with the check of the 7:30 headlines on this Thursday morning. California regulators are set to vote today on a new groundbreaking rule that will ultimately ban the sale of gasoline-powered cars in the entire state. That plan, which is expected to pass, would require all new passenger cars, trucks, and SUVs to be zero-emission vehicles by the year 2035. The sale of used gas-powered cars would still be allowed. Experts say the proposal will likely cause a ripple effect, with dozens of other states following California's lead.
Okay,
hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. That did it for this evening edition of the Riley King Newscast, right here on the Riley King Network. Thank you for tuning in and watching. Have a great evening. Good night, goodbye.